All right, welcome back. Another episode of the Rough Rigs podcast. Finally, a good week.
Supercoach edition.
Yes, Supercoach, of course.
Good start.
Jesus Christ, what a week. What a week. I finally got some green arrows going. Finally, Pappenhausen didn't score some. Finally, Drinkwater didn't score some, and it worked out well. So
Yeah, shout out to the fucking whole nation who captained Drinkwater. I won my matchup because of that. Shout out to you.
Shout out to May as well, just going absolutely wild, playing 120,000 minutes.
He might be the captain for the next month.
Yeah.
He's going to be cranky.
Oh, he's cranky. He's a cranky man. But yes, 1,372 while everyone else shut the bed.
It's not bad.
Did all right. So got up into the big top 20,000, up 17,245.
Up 8,000 spots, baby.
A big jump. Big jump for the old handsy for Dillbags team. So they've revved up. They've hit some form at the right end of the competition going into the major buys. This is my time. I'm going to make up some ground. This is my time. I've got some good numbers playing. I think I'm up to 15 names, 15 numbers. And I'll tell you what, they're not just numbers for me. They're individuals, and they're willing they're willing to put in a great performance. They play for the team.
I can't wait for you to score 800.
At the end of the day, you know what they say: a superstar team will beat a team of superstars any day of the week, and that's what I've.
Shut the
That's
fuck
what
up.
I've got. That's what I've got here.
Here we go.
Takes time to build a winning culture. You know, there's going to be some
11
rough,
rounds.
There's going to be some rough periods, but once you kind of weed out the bad culture and
almost half the season,
you build a culture, and now they're just hitting their straps at the right time.
Do you reckon Do you reckon this is what the Newcastle Knights say to the fans every week? Like some bullshit they don't want to hear. They're coming good. Look, guys, Adam O'Brien, they're training well.
Well, the thing with the Knights, there's no sign of life there. There's just
Pick Hastings. No.
As a Ponga owner, I can confirm there's not much going. There's not much going with the Knights, and Ponga is going. Little spoiler alert there.
Finally.
Yes.
Should have done it 10 rounds ago.
We'll go through my team because it was a good week. Riley Smith played him, got 34 points. Probably should have played Sandon Smith, but
wow, it is
what it is. Payne Haas, 86. May, 123 as captain. Sensational. Horsburgh, I didn't play. Sat him on the bench, 61 points. Not too bad.
He's cranky too.
Royce Hunt got the starting role and cranked up a massive 31. It is all coming up well for me.
Since that chicken video, dude.
Break-even's gone down to 19. He's still lost 4K, but look, he can't get any lower than 198K. So
don't say no to fans, eh?
Tino, 82, was great. Got a little sneaky try assist too. Dylan Lucas, 46. Disappointing. Unfortunately, got moved to centre. So back at second row this week. So that will be good. Hosking, 77 with a little try, which is nice.
Hot boy.
Just a try. I didn't get a line break with it, so that's not too bad.
Tries a try. We'll
tries
take
a try.
Try July coming up soon.
So still getting decent base with that 60 in base. So cannot complain. Villiamy Kickout, 70 points from him without a try. I think he scored a try without the line break. So
2 tries in a row now.
Yes, hitting some form. Dylan Egan unfortunately suffered that ACL. Didn't play him, thankfully. Got 4 points
Poor
there.
guy, I feel for him, mate.
Yeah. But yeah, obviously he's gone for the season, so got to move him on. Hubner, 39. Didn't play the full or as many minutes as what he has been, I think.
There was a guy called Keon
38 minutes.
As you highlighted last week, he said, fuck this.
I didn't go. I talked about Keon and I was keen on him and I was going to go him and then I went Hosking instead over him, which works out okay because Hosking plays this week as well, so I'm happy enough with that decision. Got 77. So
Keon next week.
Keon next week is absolutely locked in. Yeah, I'm bringing him in 1,000%. Nico Hines, 63 points from him. Nathan Cleary didn't play. Munster 101 was very, very good. Galvin 45 was lucky to get that many, to be honest. Got sin binned. I don't know how he ended up with that much, but anyway, should have ended up with more, to be honest. If he scored that try, that would have been an extra 30 points there.
Stretch.
But yeah, Galvin's an interesting one now for me, with the news of him getting released from the Tigers, see where he ends up.
I was always hesitant,
well, that was always the risk with him, but
Tamale, dude.
Anyway, you win some, you lose more. Jacob Kouraz, 60 points, even with that injury, but he's gone 4 to 6 weeks, so he's probably a trade out. Herbie brought him in, got 93, got saved with a try towards the end, which was very good.
He was close for one all day.
Yeah. But even without that, he still scores 65 points. So
he's so good.
Yeah. The thing with him, and he's great to watch as an owner.
Work rate.
I haven't watched him as an owner. I've watched him as a non-owner. It's scary.
Oh,
but as an owner,
it's good.
It's a great time to be
safe.
alive because you watch
safe.
him. You watch him. He does those little crab runs where he just walks across the field and gets 3 or 4 tackle breaks without doing anything, and you're just like, fuck yeah, that's like 10 points right there.
Yeah,
and he's gone 2 meters.
Him and Hero, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I just lick my lips. Marky Mark.
97 points with 2 tries, one of the greatest tries you will ever see as well.
We could have had 120 without all the errors.
Yeah. Well, he
4
dropped
errors.
like every ball that came to his. I think he ended up with 8 or 9 errors. Like it was something insane. It was a lot of errors.
He
Let's say 5 errors, minus 10 points. So, an extra 10 points to his score would have been
and
nice.
then add the extra run meters off the catches.
Yeah.
Tackle bust opportunity.
Yeah, so it's probably 20 points at least gone beating there for Marky Mark.
Yep.
Moved into the centres this week though, so I'm not too keen on him. A lot of people buying him this week. I don't know about that.
Might be doing that.
Especially coming up against the Sharkies this week with a very depleted team. I don't think he's going to score too well. If you've got him, great, but I don't know if he's a buy this week.
Yep. Fair.
But anyway, Garrick, 52 points without really doing much. So kick goals. Did he sing? Tamale, 79 points. Played him
God,
as a
that
little,
try was hectic.
Little risky play over him. Playing him over Horsburgh, which, an extra 20 points or 10
Only
points.
did not score
whatever.
66.
Yes, he did. Don't know how, but he did it. Robert Toya didn't play, but he got 48 now in Origin. So it's an interesting one with Toya. I'm looking to hold him at least another week because he's got that negative 19 break even.
Yep.
And then probably reassess after there.
Yep.
It gives you a week to see how he performs in Origin. I think depending on what happens there, if he performs well and Queensland win, then he probably becomes a sell. Because he's going to miss a lot of footy over that next few weeks.
Yep.
But if Queensland gets smoked, which, let's face it, will probably happen.
Yep. Willie. Big Willie.
Yeah. Latrell gives him a bit of a bath and...
Bit of a bath. Bit of a baptise.
Yeah. Full head and shoulders.
Yep.
And Robert Toya may find his way out of the Queensland team. Obviously, Murray Tuolungi coming back, Cobbo's coming back, which is the only reason he's in the team in the first place.
Exactly,
so,
2 injuries.
They come back. Toya goes back to playing Roosters, and then all of a sudden he's a pretty good hold over the next couple of buys. So I would definitely wait and see what happens there. Jenkins didn't play. Iongi got an incredible 39. At
least he tries.
He tries. Ponga doesn't try and get 66.
No, he tried.
So 66 points. And Tedesco, 70 points.
Wow.
So without really doing a whole lot from Teddy. So
not bad, I guess.
Happy with that. But you did better, didn't you?
Not bad.
Because, you're ranked 4,400.
Before I go through my team in 30 seconds, we're in the green room and he said, what do you rank? I said, 4,000. And he didn't believe me. So he got up the score and I think I deserve a bit of an apology there. Seriously. A bit of shade getting thrown my way. Anyways, Seanan Smith, 65. Simpkin, 35. Payne Haas, 86. May, 123. Stewart, 74.
That's a good pickup. Little Hamish Stewart is a nice little pod.
I've had him since the start. Tina Fasuma Awi, 82. Dylan Lucas, 46. Corey Horsburgh, 61. Hosking, 77. Dylan Egan, 4.
You played him too.
Yeah, I did. Oh, everyone that sort of owned him sort of did. Hines, 60.
Not if you know what you're doing.
Well, I think I scored more than you this week. Hines, 63. Munster, 101. Herbie, my captain, 93. Karaz, 60. Iro, 77. A try-scoring machine. Tamale, 79. Ruben Garrick, which I'm okay with, but I don't rate him.
You brought him in.
Yeah, I did. 52.
After talking shit about him.
I didn't talk shit. I said he's not my cup of tea.
You said you don't rate him.
Tedesco, 70. Ponga, 66. And my flex, you'll love this, Clint Gutherson, 117.
I like that.
You want to know something wild? And I'm telling the truth. He was my second option as captain.
Yeah.
If I panicked.
I like the Gutherson hold. A lot of people sold him, so
No, I'm keeping him.
a little bit of a reward for people that held him. I wish Ponga rewarded us like that.
No,
but,
he doesn't. At least Gutho gives a fuck. Fuck.
Well, that's it. Gutho cares, so he's always going to kind of be in the mix. He's always going to kind of
I
get
love him.
close.
He's probably my favourite fullback.
And they started giving him the ball instead of using him as like a decoy. So
Yep.
they're back to giving him the ball, which is nice if you're a Gutho owner.
And that was a score of...
Talk me through your it was 1,411,
which is higher than...
it was. Talk me through your Garrick buy because you're off him.
Well, look, if the... look, I wanted to go Phillips Army.
Yeah,
But then the Titans were naming changes and flipping, flopping. And
because you were keen on Connor Tracy as well.
no, I was thinking... I was more keen on Sami.
Right.
Philip Sami, our boy. But then I saw Desi was doing Desi things going, yep, Sami on the wing, Sami left out, Sami orange peeler.
Yep.
So I
Playing
was
front
like,
row.
fuck me. So because Des was pissing me off, I went, fuck, I'm just going to bite my own pride and go Garrick.
Yeah.
And I was hoping Garrick, because every time I don't own Garrick, he scores 185.
Yeah.
But I finally owned him in his first score in 2 years since playing Supercoach is 50. So I was happy, but I thought he could have done more, to be honest, because the Cowboys sucked.
Yeah.
So anyways,
So who'd you trade out?
some bloke.
Yeah, right. Nice.
It's not someone good, apparently. Someone injured. Someone would have had to have been injured for
There
me
you
to
go.
make that move. But I just can't remember who.
Fair enough.
That takes me to 4,000 odd on the rankings.
Yeah.
So
Getting up there.
I've got a subscription, guys. It's in my YouTube link if you want it. No jokes.
OnlyFans.
Yeah. Me and Hindmarsh. Anyways, that's my team of the week. Heinz'
Sticky
Hot Boys.
Hindy.
They were very much hot. And boys.
I'd hope so. Yeah, so a couple of changes to team list. Won't get into all of them. We'll go through it very, very quickly. The Bulldogs and the Dolphins, obviously Origin has affected a lot of these teams.
time.
So for the Doggies, anything really Supercoach relevant, not really.
Probably Josh Curran, maybe?
Karaz is obviously injured, is the big one.
Yep.
Curran is back
Forward
in
back.
from that suspension. Injury.
Suspension.
So he's back, which strengthens that forward pack. But obviously they lose King, they lose Kurt Mann,
They lose a lot. Tupanua's still out.
they lose Crichton, obviously. But yeah, the big one is kind of Karaz. He's gone. What are you looking to do with him?
I don't know. I truly am a bit. You know what it is?
4 to 6 weeks. It's kind of he's probably a sell, but at the same time,
He's a
you're gonna want him back in at some point as well. So
Actually, I do have it. Hot take. I'll keep it till the end.
Okay.
Let's go for.
All
I
right.
think you'll like this one too.
okay,
Risky.
Keep him keen.
Risky.
Keep him
Like
keen.
this is
I like it. I like
this
it.
is
from you.
a Mitchell Toya. This is a Mitchell.
This is your Billy Slater.
Stafford Toa. This is a Mitchell
Yeah, right.
Jake Simpkin move. This
Right.
is.
This is your Billy Slater Toya moment.
Yeah, I found another one. I think
Okay.
I found a little ripple in the system.
All right. And then for the Dolphins, Hammer's out. Todd Gilbert is out as well. Not too many other real Supercoach relevant changes. The only other thing for the Bulldogs is Blake Wilson is on
Really?
for Karaz's wing.
Yep.
So I'll just see what he's worth.
He's guaranteed to play every single week.
He's got that spot. He's 450K. He's probably a little bit pricey. Maybe a little bit of value there, but probably not for that price. Could be a handy little pod, I guess. But and also, just quietly,
Yep.
big game for kick out this one. Captaincy.
Hey, Captain
So,
Kick-Out, I like
Captain
it. There's something
Kick-Out.
about Captain
Captain
Kick-Out.
kick out. Maybe he might be my captain.
This could be a legacy game. He's won 16 premierships, but
Yeah. This is the one. This random round 12 game against the Dolphins means more than any of those premierships.
Yep.
I think he only won one, two, one,
two.
two. You get two. Oh yeah,
Back
he
to
beat
back.
Parramatta as well. Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, Robin.
Yeah. Speaking of Parramatta up against the Manly Sea Eagles.
Yep.
For the Eagles, obviously no Mitchell Moses, big out. No Lomax is another big out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not good.
Not good. Good news if you're a Manly fan. That's kind of where the good news stops. Tom Travojevic, he's there again. We'll talk about Tom a little
Jakey Arthur.
little bit later. Jake Arthur, he finds his way into the number
No, this is
7.
like
I tell you what,
Revenge game.
storylines, I wouldn't mind a little cheeky bet on Jake Arthur as an anytime try scorer this one.
Bit of revenge.
I think, yeah.
Getting booed at home.
Could be something.
As an Eels fan, fucking poor bastard.
He'll probably get booed. He'll probably get cheered, to be honest, knowing Parramatta fans. He'll probably get cheered.
Yeah.
We want him back.
They're a unique kind, the old Parramatta fans.
Jake Arthur would be nice having with Moses out playing
brother.
Origin. Having just Jake Arthur just slot
Dean,
in there.
Dean Hawkins did.
Yeah.
Ronald Volkman. Do you want me to keep going? No, not joking.
Please don't. Matt Lodge, he's back in, which is interesting. If he can get an extended run, he'd be a nice little buy, but he won't. So no point talking about it. That is it. Obviously, yeah, Drake Travojevic is out. Daly Cherry Evans is out as well.
Yep.
But yeah, nothing too Supercoach relevant there.
I think the big one is Lachlan Croker comes back in. Just keep an eye on that.
He does he?
For the future.
Interesting.
So
There you go.
me, the Simpkin holder.
There you go. For the one and only.
Yep, hey, mate. If I'm the only one, I'll take it.
For the Panthers and Knights game up at Bathurst.
Fletcher Sharp at the fullback.
Yes.
I like that.
Fletcher Sharp. If you're a Fletcher Sharp owner, I think you'd be pretty happy with that.
Very happy.
Kyle McCarthy comes
Fletcher.
in to the centres. Fletcher Hart retains his
There's no one
spot.
else. Everyone else is hurt. He was good though. I was okay with it.
And the main one probably for Supercoach is Dylan Lucas. He reverts back to the second row.
Yep.
And Thomas Cant, he can't find his way into the starting side. He's on the bench, named at 17.
Fucking hell.
Jackson Hastings, he's lurking around there. So
He's
maybe
been lurking there for every single team.
surely, when they don't have any halves, surely this is the week.
They haven't had halves since the start of the season.
Like they can't go Tyson Gamble and Jack Cogger as your halves.
Tyson Gamble is not a 6. This is what I've said for many a week.
He's not a 7 either.
He's a 14. He was playing that his best career footy at the Broncos as a 4 fucking team. He would fill in every couple every now and then. He'd look good,
Play a little bit of hooker.
but he's a 14.
Yeah.
Like fuck me, Adam O'Brien.
I
don't even know footy, and I know that. Like, fuck.
He's a reserve grade player. Let's face it.
Like, Hastings is loving it. 800k.
Oh, yeah.
Play Resies. Do no media. Go home to his misso.
And then for the Panthers, they've got like half their team out. So
Panthers Seaside.
Yeah,
Look at
To'o Edwards, Yo Papali'i, Liam Martin, and Luke Garner is injured as well. HIA, I believe the news came out today.
Yep.
HIA, so he's out for a week, and Nathan Cleary out as well.
It's pretty crazy what they can bring back in, but Jack Cole, Luke Somerton, Matt Eisenhuth,
Still a decent team.
Dane
like Dane Laurie at the back.
Lindsay
Yeah,
Smith.
yeah.
Like these are guys that have played 20 plus NRL games.
Yeah.
Like they know what they're doing. So, yep.
Well, Schneider, he's a quality player. So
That's what I mean.
You know.
Like they've got enough to beat the Knights.
Yeah. Roosters and the Sharkies. For the Roosters, they've got like half their side out as well. Crichton, Watson, Lindsay Collins, Nat White is gone with an MCL injury. Robert Toya's playing for Queensland. Spencer Lenu's out.
What about us, dude? Same search.
Yeah, nice. So a lot of changes there. Probably nothing too Supercoach relevant.
Cronulla. So Sifa Telekai's the greatest.
Sia Wong, he probably
Siwa.
plays, he's a good option in the second row this week. If you've got him, there's a few teams with Sia Wong in it. That's you'd be cheering.
Yep.
Mark.
Yeah.
He goes back to the centres, as we spoke about before. Dom Young comes into the side on the wing. Interesting couple of weeks for Dom Young.
God, he's gonna get peppered.
For the Sharkies, Hiroti
He's
gets
recovered
that gets
quick.
that wing spot.
Oh, he's recovered quick. He had a hammy 2 weeks ago.
Because when he was playing, he was in the centres, wasn't he, Hiroti?
Yeah, he was in the same spot.
So now he's on the wing.
But I think you'll get more work rate.
430k. He's going to be on the back end of those.
He's guaranteed. He's guaranteed like 8 weeks.
Is that how long Stone Street's out for?
Stone Street's done like 6 weeks, and Katoa doesn't come back until round 16, I believe.
You know what? I don't mind that little Hiroti.
I'm not going to say yet, but
Karate
he's one of
play?
the two
Yeah.
options I'm looking at.
Yeah.
So get ready, fans
I don't mind that
of
one.
the show, because I'm ready to send it. Because when he was in the centres, bro, his work rate was outstanding. So imagine off the wing now.
Yeah.
More running, more catching, more involvements, more tries. So, anyways,
And Teague Wilton as well. He's on the extended
please,
bench.
I beg.
He could, just if you're a Billy Burns owner, he might find his way out of the team.
All
so
6 of you out there.
Well, there's a few. So.
What, after that 1 week?
Yeah. Made a bit of money. So
The grubber, the friggin' cutout pass.
Warriors versus the Raiders, probably what would be the game of the
Yeah, this is
round.
gonna be sick.
Fisher Harris, he's out. Mitch Barnett, he's out. So probably
2
good
massive losses.
Good news for Aaron Clark owners. He's going to play huge minutes, you would have to imagine.
Yep. Vayamunga comes back in.
He does. And for the Raiders,
It's the same.
yeah, pretty much, with the exception of Hudson Young is out. Simi Sasangi, he comes into the second row.
What'd you just call me?
And that is all she wrote.
Other boys.
And then, the Origin. So, with the players in the extended squad, so your Utakamanus, who doesn't play this week anyway, but your Hamoli Olakuatu, basically, he will come back into the side.
Do you think they let
He will play
Grant-
for Manly.
Do you think they let
this week.
Kurt Mann come in?
Kurt Mann? Maybe not,
Probably
because
not.
he's 18th man.
In his first game?
Do you get named?
No.
Well, then he won't play.
Poor doggies.
Who's he?
He's up the
Doggies.
top. It's all good. Right up the top. Right up the top.
I'll get there.
Actually, first game.
Kurt Mann has not been named. No.
Yep.
So there you go.
Other Blues.
But Olakuatu, if you're an Olakuatu, he has been named. He will play. There you go.
Finifuaki.
There you go. All right. Now, let's get through our numbers. How many numbers have you got this
Haven't checked,
week?
but I think I've got 15, so I'm all good, baby.
Yeah. I think I'm doing pretty well.
That's pre-trades.
Pre-trades.
Yeah, pre-trades.
Pre-trades. I am at 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm not. I'm looking around 13. Hang on.
Well, wake up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm at 14 pre-trades. So
That's pretty good.
Very, very happy.
Anything on 13 you're happy with?
Yeah. Even if you're 11 or 12 pre-trades, you're very, very in a comfortable spot there, to say the least. You don't want to go too hard. Best 13, so you only need 13 players to count.
Yep.
If you've got 17 players, only 13 players will count towards your score.
The best 13.
You basically have 4 flexes, if that's the case.
So still put your reserves on.
You still need to put your reserves on.
As you would.
If you don't have the reserve on the player, they won't count towards your score whatsoever. So if you've got...
If you've got 3 available, put
so
your 3 on.
if you've got a Corey
And then your
Horsburgh, if you've got 5 reserves for whatever reason, and you don't put the reserve on let's say Corey Horsburgh, and he gets 120, you won't get that 120 to your score. So you need the reserve on him. So just make
so
sure you
even
set
if
your
it's
team.
just like a Hubner, you just put the reserve on him. You need a 4th.
Yeah.
So just do it.
Yeah.
So for everyone that's been asking me all week, there you go.
Yeah. There you go. The other thing is also with vice captaincy.
Free loop.
That is more important this week than kind of ever before. Normally there's a little bit of a catch. If you're vice captain, you have to take someone out. Their score doesn't get counted. Then, your flex will bring out your order. It gets a bit complicated.
You just got to raw dog it, guys. Raw dog it.
But this week, you get a free crack at it. So you might as well put vice captain someone that's playing early in the week, captain someone later in the week. If your vice captain gets 180 points and you want to loop them, trade it, just sub in one of your players, Robert Toyas, for instance. Probably not Robert Toya because he's playing one of the first games of the season, first games around. But one of the ones on a buy, say a Royce Hunt. Okay, you trade him in. He's not going to play. Put the captaincy on him, and then you'll get that score looped.
Yep.
And then you won't lose any points because it's your best 17, so everyone will still get counted.
Yep. Or if you're all vibes, just send it like me, baby.
You can, but
Pick a stick, baby.
It's a free crack. You might as well take advantage of it, or you get the
only
chance.
crack I want to see is Jesse Arthurs.
All I'm saying, well, that's hot. What about Teddy?
Oh, well, that's normal. That's a weekly occurrence. Bossy doesn't even react anymore. Yeah, there's Teddy.
But yeah, if you're captaining on the first game of the round, probably rethink that one a little bit because you get a free crack at the vice captain, so use it.
Yep.
that's pretty much it for the
Numbers.
The round 13 kind of, I guess, stuff.
Yep.
Or the round 12. Keep forgetting it's round 12, not round 13, is it? Throsia.
Yep.
But yeah, that's kind of it in terms of that. Your numbers, you're looking good.
Looking good. Trades,
Fantastic.
ready to rock.
The one thing as well, you do have round 13. Oh, we'll talk about round 13 now. Round 13, you've got the mini buy. So you've got the Dolphins, you've got the, what are they? Bulldogs, and you've got the Sharkies all on that. So you don't want to load up too heavily. Yes, they all play round 12, but those teams will miss next week. So
if you've got plenty of trades, you're sort of safe.
And next week, it's not your best 13.
You got 3 trades this week,
It's your normal 17. Yes. So you will have 3 trades. If you have a boost, you'll get 4 trades. So
use up your 3.
You get an extra. That's for round 12, round 15, and round 18.
Yep. Use them up, baby.
That's it. Can't take them with you.
Nope.
So
hey, Will's learnt that in the past. He had like 36 trades left.
So let's talk about our best replacements. Obviously, people are looking at Egan, gone for the season. He's got to go. A lot of versatility with teams. You go front row, second row.
Yep.
Someone like an Aaron Clark, a Tarpany.
That's who I'm looking at. Tarpany or Aaron Clark is. I think it's got to be for everyone.
Fanua Blake.
The Sharks thing is concerning.
I like Fanua Blake if they didn't play round 13. If they did play round 13. That's the one thing that's kind of...
I'm more leaning towards Clark or...
Because I've already got Hines, I've got Kickout, I've got Farnworth and Karaz that aren't going to play. I don't really want to add another one that won't play next week. So I'm looking at Aaron Clark.
Aaron Clark has to be there. Yeah, everyone's getting him, bro. Everyone.
I think he's basing about 70, which is unheard of.
No Barnett.
His minutes are up. No Fisher Harris, no Barnett this week. So this week in particular, he's going to go huge, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last 5 games he's played, he's got above 60 minutes each game, and as a result, 55, 108, 65, 103, 71. He can jag an attacking stat as well. The way he's playing has been outstanding.
Yeah. He's still got that playmaking ability.
I was going to say, he's got that ball playing, so he can get a try assist close to the line, all of that stuff.
Yep.
Gets the tackle breaks. He just runs hard, gets through his tackles. Yes, you're paying top dollar for him at $685,000.
But he's worth it.
Yes, it hurts when you're looking at him and he started $300K cheaper than that. And you could have got him.
And you had Ponga.
Yeah. Who's probably lost $400K. But at the end of the day, sometimes you've got to swallow your pride and be like, well, he's probably the best option at the moment. His dual position, which is super handy, second row, front row, considering you've got the likes of your Horsburgh, your Tinos, where you can swap around.
I also just need a warrior in my side, and he's the one.
Yeah.
He's the one that I want.
He's the one that I want. Yeah.
Oot.
Made a song about that, didn't they?
Yep.
It's about Aaron Clark.
Love you.
So that's where I'm looking at.
Agreed.
Fanua Blake, I like. Obviously, very reliant on
fun. Just right, Adam. Fun. Oh my god. Will. You are struggling. You wrote ADIN, didn't you? Oh my god.
It's late. Yeah, I like him. Break even of 29. He is scoring a lot of tries. But even when he doesn't score the tries, he's still scoring pretty well.
He's one of the best front rowers in the comp.
He is. The thing with his minutes, they're very kind of tough to read. Like he's getting 43s and then he's playing 60 minutes. So he's capable of the big minute games. He obviously had the groin injury against Newcastle, I think, or one of those games.
When we have a lead,
he seems to be over, but yeah.
That's the thing. When we have a lead, obviously Fitzy wants to preserve him for the big game.
Which makes sense.
But I will say this. Someone pointed this out to me. Fanua Blake goes to another level against the big sides.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
You look at all the bigger teams, he really has a fucking dig. Maybe just look at Melbourne,
well, look at his runs against Melbourne.
Have a look at those.
40 points just in runs.
Yeah.
Add the tackles, add the tackle breaks. He's probably basing around 60.
All the big games he really steps up this year. So Melbourne Tigers,
Like
Canberra, Bulldogs.
he's basing around 70 points last week.
He's just good. He goes hard.
He steps up for those games. So,
and the games we were winning,
and then against
easy.
the Tigers, which on paper doesn't seem like a big game, but
was.
in that game it was
It was.
close. It went down to the wire. Played big minutes, 34 points there.
Yeah.
He's 39 points just in runs.
He's a big game player.
Yeah, he really does. He steps it up for those close games. 85 points in that game.
Fuck, he's good.
Without a try, I believe. I don't think he scored
92 in Vegas. Like, fuck.
Yeah, so
70s against the Bulldogs in Canberra.
obviously there's no Origin prospects for him. He's a
Kiwi.
He's not. He's a Tongan now, isn't he?
Oh, sorry.
Tongan?
Yeah, he was.
But anyway, he doesn't play Origin. Is the
He's
point.
an international.
Yes. Yeah. The only thing that does worry me is, as you said, if they get up early, which the Sharks can do, he probably doesn't play huge minutes. So he's got a low score in him.
Oh, yeah. But it's due to
But
how well the Sharks are playing.
If the Sharks are playing well, then there's a good chance he's going to score a
like
try.
round
so.
17 against Melbourne, I might bring him in.
Yeah.
Just because he loves big teams.
Yeah.
He loves it. It's refreshing.
The other one is Tarpany.
Yep.
729K. He's got pretty decent bye coverage. Plays 12, 13, 14, misses 15, but then plays 16, 17, plays 18, and then misses 19. So he plays 2 of the 3 major bye rounds.
Yep.
And 2 of the 3 mini bye rounds. So it's not a horrible bye schedule.
I like Tarpany
His
too.
minutes are kind of similar
To AFB.
It's just
They get
AFB
a
where
big pack.
randomly he'll play, a 48-minute game, but then other games he'll play 60 minutes. So
Yeah.
it's so hard, especially, and this is why I'm not keen for Tarpany, because I've owned him in the past, and it's just a frustrating own, because you'll be sitting there and he'll be doing really well for the first, 50 minutes in, and then he'll go onto the bench and you won't see him again. And you're like, well...
No, I'll get you.
So I'm not going back there, but I don't think it's bad by any means. I think everything that we've said about Fanua Blake, we can kind of say the same thing about Tarpany. So
Yep.
He's got the attack in him, but again, if the Canberra side are up early,
Yep.
he's probably going to play limited minutes.
I'm
so
going Clark. Clark has to be the one.
Clark is the one, yeah. I think regardless
that
of
I
where
want.
they are, he's going to play big minutes. I think he's shown that he can, and he will continue to.
I feel like he's one of the older players, right? But like in the sense, like whatever he wants, the Warriors are going to facilitate and let him do.
Yeah.
So I think long term, even he could be.
Yeah.
The one going forward.
Yeah. And the Warriors, they seem to kind of not
great
blow
side.
team. They're a great side, but they don't seem to blow teams away. So they're kind of always in the grind.
I think that's how they want to play, though. Very grindy.
Which suits them. It suits them because they get on top of teams and they
so physical.
they do win. But
it's so physical.
They're not normally kind of guaranteed the win until
65th.
Yeah. So
onwards. I'm excited next round. Sharks Warriors.
I do like Clark, and that dual position flexibility just puts him over the line for me.
Yeah, agreed.
I think. Other options in the second row, you can hold Egan, and then you could go for you just not forever, but just for a week, and then you could go Kulamatangi next week. Is definitely an option. Dylan Lucas in the second row if you haven't already got him. Katoa you could potentially get next week after he has his bye. There's Ola Kawatu. A lot of people going Ola Kawatu this week. I'm not as keen on him just because if there's any injuries to that New South Wales forward pack, I'd say he probably gets in there somewhere.
If Hudson Young picks up a cork, we know who's getting selected.
If Hudson Young, if Liam Martin, if Crichton, if any of them get injured, then he probably goes straight
Billy
back in.
Burns gets selected for the Blues.
Well, he's got a chance to put his name out there.
Maybe never. Sorry, Billy.
But yeah, they're probably the main ones I'd be looking at. Yeah, as I said, Keon is definitely one that I will be getting in next week.
Yep.
If he was playing this week, I'd be getting him. I would have got him last week, to be honest, if he was playing this week.
You were
But
big talk. I thought you were going to pull it.
I was going to, but he didn't play this week.
What did he score?
104, basically all in.
No fucking tries.
Basically all in base. It was insane.
Oh my fucking god.
But yeah, no, I went with Hosking instead, which I'm okay
Still
with.
not bad. 77.
77 and plays this week, so Can't complain.
Ricky
with
likes him.
that.
That's the main thing. That's all that matters.
But yeah, looking at your options here, Teague Wilton, if he can come back firing, he could be an option at 550k. But there's not too many options. Same if you're a Nat White owner. Everything that we're saying for Egan, you probably can transfer to him as well. No one else is really catching my eye, to tell you the truth. And what about you? You got any other?
No, Aaron Clark.
Aaron Clark. Yeah.
See you soon, boys.
Yeah.
See you later, Ponga.
Yeah. I think if you need numbers this week, Aaron Clark. Who do you like out of Fanua Blake or Tarpany?
Tarpany.
Over Fanua Blake?
Yep. Just because the Raiders have this tendency not to win games until the 60th minute of recent, e.g. the Titans.
Yeah.
And Tarpany always has to come on for that second stint to sort of shore up the forward pack again. Nothing against Papali'i, but as he's gotten older, the leg speed has sort of lost that.
Yeah.
You know, he's the one that really gets them going forward. So
I would lean towards Fanua Blake out of those two, I think.
It's just personal preference.
Just because of his try-scoring ability.
Him and Brayley,
they're
very good.
They're
one
getting
too.
better and better every week. They're forming a much better combination each week.
I agree.
I just think, as much as you look at a front rower being like, well, surely he can't score that many tries. Well, he keeps doing it.
He still does it.
He's doing it at the Warriors. He was doing it at Manly. He's doing it.
Sharks.
And he's got the best service that he's ever had, I think.
Bro.
And the Sharks play no other team, I don't think, scores as many tries through their front rowers as what the Sharks do.
Hazelton.
Like Hazelton went on that insane try-scoring week.
Royce Hunt last year.
So
when Royce Hunt used to play football.
there's something about Brayley close to the line that he's just able to isolate their front rowers so well.
Yep.
So
he's very good at drawing in the A defender. I've noticed, Brayley. Very good.
Yes, they're probably the best ones for Egan. Let's touch on Carraz because he's obviously out long term.
Here we go.
I think he's a sell. You agree?
Agreed.
4 to 6 weeks. I don't think you can hold him. Not at 800k.
Here's my two.
Who are you
going? Talking about? You highlighted one of them, but you skimmed past the other one, which I sort of liked.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Sam Rani. He's a nice price.
He is playing centre this week. We didn't touch on in
Which
team
is
lists.
my point. He is probably a back rower.
Yep.
I dare say he's won the back row spot when everyone's fit and firing
I don't think he has.
over Kelmer. I think Kelmer's just in because...
Well, he's been coming off the bench though.
Yeah, see, I think Sam Rani gets a spot for the rest of the season. I'm looking at him or I'm looking at Hiroti. Because Hiroti's got a guaranteed 5 weeks. Unless Stone Street fucking grows a leg back.
Yeah.
Guaranteed 5 weeks.
The thing with Sam Rani, if he's starting in the back row, I'm all over him. But he hasn't been. He's been off the bench.
Yeah, I think they might look to start him. But I'm undecided
It's a big risk, though.
It is.
You pick him up this week and he plays centre, which is fine. Then Lomax comes back.
But he's 300,000, so it's not too...
And then he drops back to the bench, and then he's coming off the bench for 20 minutes a game, and he's scoring 20 points.
This will be my play. I'd be retooling if it got to that point. I'd save a lot of cash. I have a lot of wingers to pick from already. Billy Smith, Toya when he gets back, himself, Sam Rani. Then if I want to get Aaron Clark, Kalamatangi, I can retool him into enough.
Is he dual?
Yeah, I think he's a jewel. I'm pretty sure that's why it caught my eye. Sam, take it easy.
His second row said to wing, which I don't hate. That gives a little bit
look
more.
At his price as well. Like it's
he's 298k, negative 19 break even. So this is probably your week to jump on him.
I didn't even check the break even. This is just how I feel.
Scores of 56 and 60 points in the last 2 weeks. 56 was without any attacking stats, really.
Well, he's a big body. He's hard to bring down.
That was just he played 70 minutes. I don't really know what happened in that Dolphins game. Was there an early injury or something? There must have been for him to play 70 minutes.
I didn't watch it.
I think I don't know. But then he played...
Or did he start and then came off with 10?
Possibly.
Probably
Might have been a
started.
late switch or something. But it definitely came off the bench against Newcastle, scored a try, scored 60 points. Same against the Sharks. I thought he looked quite good against the Sharks as well, but only, of course, the 20 minutes, 16 points. So
was-
that's what worries me.
Yeah, and it's
I like
tough.
the look of him. He looks good, and if he can get a 70, 80-minute role in the back row, I'd pick him up straight away. But I just don't know if he does because
Yeah, again, this is Mitchell Bryan vibes. So
Yep. it's
it's paid off so far, and I'm going to stick with my Harodi or Sam Rani. I'll keep you posted, and I'll try and do it before Thursday night kickoff. So you all have a. If you want to join, because a lot of people are telling me now, give me your fucking risky ones, you bastard. And
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, hey yo, give me a chance, boys. So that's me. Yeah. Now Ponga. Who the fuck do I go for? Like, help me. I need your help.
People want to know more Carraz
No,
options,
fuck
mate.
Carraz. I want Ponga out.
We'll
No,
get,
okay,
we'll
I'm
get on
joking.
to Ponga. Hero. You're big on Hero.
Oh,
You've
dude.
got him.
Him and Herbie are a must.
If you don't own Hero,
Must.
if you don't own Hero or Herbie,
Yes, what are you doing?
which way would you go? Who's your priority?
Both. Make it happen is what I'd say. Make it fucking work. Seriously. Like, retool some of your team. You need them both. They are strike centres. They are in each other's team's offences.
Yep.
Hero has scored every game he's started, and the work rate for the both of them is stupid. Like, they're going to get you 65 every week. Every single week.
Because I've got Herbie. I don't have Hero. And I could go Carraz to Hero this week,
I would.
but I don't know if I want Hero.
Who would you go? I want to know how you think.
I'm tempted to go Tom Trbojevic.
No. What? Have you seen him, how he runs?
I have, but I also
He's like-
seen that he's got Parramatta
He
this
runs.
week.
I run quicker than him at the moment.
He's got Parramatta this week. Without Moses. Without Lomax.
He's got one leg.
He only needs one leg.
You say this.
He's playing Parramatta.
You've said this every week about Parramatta, and they keep getting better, little by little, not massively, but
And fullbacks keep scoring massive points, except for Ponga. But
Ponga.
Ponga's shit. But Turbo is
hurt
slightly
and
less shit, I think.
I don't know. Hey, I like it for a pod pick because I don't think many people will do it unless
I think a lot of people will be scared of going him.
100% they will be.
And
Like me.
I'm at 17,000 and I need to make up ground.
Well, this is the thing. You got to start just what you think is good, go it.
Yeah.
Like what you believe is good, go it. I was on Hero early. I was on Carraz
I feel
early,
like a lot of people are going Hero, and I feel like if I go Hero, I'm not making up that much room. The other thing with Hero, I don't think his base is that high. I think his tries are actually covering up a lot of what could potentially be poor scores. He's scored, as you said, in every single game this year. Surely that can't keep happening.
Mate,
Like,
watch our games. We throw everything down that
Yeah.
short side with Hines. Him and Hines are deadly.
like he scored 77 with a try.
To be fair, I will
Right.
say that was his worst week.
Herbie scored 93 with a try.
I know. I will say this. It was probably one of his more quieter weeks, in all seriousness. And he still had 77.
Like his scores, I'll read out his scores, and they're impressive scores. But again, everyone has been with a try. And you can say the same with Herbie. He's been on a try scoring run as well. Now, 65, 111, 85, 61, 71, 84, 77. Outstanding scores.
Yeah, but mate,
I just...
this is where I'm going to rebuttal to you. He's a try-scoring centre.
Yeah.
So, like, you sort of got to... I know he's not going to score every week. Like, it's physically impossible. No
Yeah.
one does. Not even the greatest winger, Ken Mamalo, when he scored, like, 27 in 1 year.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But even if he doesn't score, he's going to get you 50.
Hmm.
That's no goal kicking, no chip kicks, no fucking nothing, dude. That's just Cook Islander grit.
Hmm.
That's just a bit of Cook Island fucking passion. And
I like Hero. I think he's a good pick, but I just...
hey, go Turbo. Like, send it. I think you should.
Yeah.
Go risky.
I'm a slut for underperforming fullbacks.
I think I've just found our thumbnail this week. Underperforming slut fullbacks.
And I'm thinking... What I'm thinking, my long-term
Are
strategy...
you retooling? Is this the play like me?
My long-term strategy, or not my long-term, but over the next couple of weeks, I think Carraz, I'm going to hold Carraz this week, and I'm going to sell him next week, bring down Dylan Lucas, and get in Colin Matungi.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I want to do next week. And then this week, I think I'm going to get rid of Ponga because I've just had enough of seeing him there.
One more week. That's what you used to say to me.
I did always say one more week, but now he's playing Origin. Turbo's not playing Origin. So and I can't spend up to $900K to get a drink water to get a Pappenhausen.
26.
So
Should have drink water.
Pappenhausen I do want next week as well because he's got the Titans.
Cop that, Marco. You dog. Literally lost you the matchup.
Like Pappenhausen, he's got the Titans and the Cowboys. So he's an option, plays 16, 17, 18, 19, has Newcastle in 19.
Oh.
So his draw coming up is pretty decent.
Anyone with the Knights?
I think Drinkwater I'm going to just pass on.
Because he plays for the Cowboys.
At least the next few weeks. He's got a huge break even of 155 after that shit score. Got the Tigers this week, Melbourne the week after that. Then maybe round 15 I might have a look at him for that bye. But they're not jumping out at me.
I thought it was a great score.
But you have a look at Tom Trbojevic, and yes, his scores have been awful.
God awful.
God awful.
And there's a reason why.
And he looks awful.
Have you watched him in the end the last 2 weeks?
I have. He looks awful.
I literally feel for him.
He got 18 with a try assist. Did get a sin bin late in that game for some reason.
Because he literally just stood on the fucking rock and was like, "You're not moving anywhere, bud." Probably a good thing. Price went down.
And, look, I don't know,
bro.
Turbo's been, he's one of the all-time greats in Supercoach.
Goats.
I can get him for the same price as Ponga. It just, I don't know.
Risky. I
don't trust Ponga. I don't trust Turbo either, to be fair. But at least Turbo's going to play.
No, Turbo gives a fuck. Let's not.
Oh, yeah, he's going to care, but I don't trust him to stay healtty.
Whereas
I don't trust him to stay on the field.
Neither do I. But at least he turns up. Ponga just doesn't want to be there. It's just like, I'm here.
Yeah,
sorry. Can't wait till he plays for the fucking.
That's what. And to make it even risky, I'm probably going to put a vice captaincy on Turbo.
Yeah, I like it. Will this is the Will I used to know. Bring him back. He's doing it. I can see it in his eyes.
I'm going to do it. Fuck it.
He's got a twinkle in his eyeball.
Twinkle for Turbo.
If Will could give up his right leg for Turbo, he would.
I would.
He would.
He can have my hamstring.
Will can go hamstringless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this, Will. Will's back. I think Will's back.
So Ponga's gone. Turbo's in, and then I'm going to go Dylan Egan to Aaron Clark if I can afford it. And I think that's it. I'm just gonna have the 2 trays. Have 3 up my sleeve, but I'm gonna just use the 2. I've got my numbers pretty well set.
I'll be plotting tomorrow.
And then I'll really target that round 15 buy from there.
Yep.
So I'm happy with that. And the beauty of the round 13, the round 12 is it's your best 13. So if Turbo fucking does a hammy 2 minutes in,
gets 4.
It's not going to count towards the score anyway.
Which he won't. He's going to fucking score 100, Will, and you're going to be licking your lips.
Well, against Parramatta, he's going to score 7 tries.
Every time you say this, I always get beat.
He's going to score 7 tries. He's going to set 3 up.
Do you want to know the stats? Every time you've said Parramatta are going to get absolutely fucking derailed, they've lost by 4 points, and they've won the other 2, which is wild to me. You're a good luck charm. You're doing this on purpose.
Yeah. So Turbo to hit. And he very well could. He very well could.
We know what he can do.
Yes, he's on one leg, but
I know he has one hamstring cartilage left.
Yeah.
But it's there.
But at some point, whatever the injury is going to feel better and he's going to look better. It can't get he's not going to get worse, because if he gets worse, he'll be injured and
Do you want a hot take?
He'll miss the game.
I can't imagine he's doing contact at the moment.
Yeah. He doesn't look like. He doesn't. He's not making. And the worrying sign for me with Turbo is he's not getting any tackle breaks. That's that's his big thing. So he's not going into the contact with any kind of oomph behind it.
Yep.
He doesn't have that power in him and that strength. And
so I'll paint you the picture. People are targeting the legs. It's a horrible thing to do. But if you're suiting up, they identify a weakness. Yep. Bro, you should see him.
And Turbo at full strength can beat you single-handedly. So you do what you can to limit that.
If he's willing to suit up.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the Sharks were doing was...
And they're not doing anything illegal.
Exactly.
They're
it's within the rules.
Yeah.
They're just tackling his legs before his chest.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of offloads. only because teams are targeting
Yeah.
his legs.
Yeah.
Like Sharks, I think, had the most perfect game plan to him. We'll give you a bomb. We're going to contest it, but as soon as you come down, someone's on your leg. Like
Yeah.
someone is putting weight on your leg and now teams are well, the Cowboys didn't because they're fucking stupid, but the Eels will do it.
Yeah.
The Eels will 100% do it.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I need a way out from Ponga.
Yeah,
And I've
I
got
like it. I
he
like
gives
it.
me the way out.
I like it. Well, I could join you. There could be a world where I could just send it because I like
Because
it.
you've still got Ponga.
Yeah.
Are you looking to get rid of him?
Yeah. I've been looking for 4 weeks.
Are you looking? Who are you looking at?
I haven't.
Well, you
And
haven't
the
looked.
more you talk about Turbo, I'm willing to, like, you know me, mate. Risk is my fucking favourite thing.
If I could go like Ponga up to Pappenhausen, that's probably what I would do next week.
Of course.
But it's a lot of money to get up to. So, you know, I think I'm just going to have to keep death riding Pappenhausen. And I can always go next week. I can find a way to maybe go Iongi up, use a boost, go Iongi up to him, find a way that way.
I think Shark
So-
showed a little bit of chink in the Knights, Melbourne's armour with how to play Ponga. Short side kicks, force him to come contest it.
Yeah.
Do not let him run onto it. Do not let him sprint onto that thing. Just contest every single kick.
Yeah.
It's It's that time of the year where teams start to game plan very in depth, like for the good players.
Yeah.
It's
For this major buy, who do you see as kind of the must-haves?
Teddy.
Yep.
If you don't already, Ero.
Have you got Teddy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Got Ted stuff. Ero, Herbie. Those are my three.
Yeah.
Like those are my three. Like in my opinion, ride or dies.
I
They're
think-
going to be here all year, and they're the guys.
Yeah. Well, that's it. The people that you're bringing in, ideally, you want to hold for the rest of the
think
season.
Keon's gonna be
you
one
don't-
too.
You don't necessarily want to bring in people just to have an extra number. You want to have someone that's,
Yeah.
yes, gives you an extra number, but also you can hold for the rest of the season. If they're not in your final 17, they give you at least very good depth.
Yeah. Agreed.
Teddy is someone that you definitely want to finish the season with, I
Just
think. So
a good, solid footy
and he's
player.
someone that can win you a week. You know, if you,
Yeah.
he can go huge, and you're looking for that high upside players because if you don't have them, they hurt you. Hines is another one. I think coming across a very sub strength Roosters side at the moment, he could go huge this
And
week.
he just found form too.
Yeah.
Like it's not just the Roosters being injured.
He's looking really good.
He's found
so-
form. He looks comfortable.
He's someone that you can slot in at halfback for the rest of the year, along with probably a Cleary or a
Yeah,
Jerome
100%.
Hughes. So
Even May's a long-term hold because if he's going to play Origin, it would have to be
Yeah.
New South Wales up 2-0 and it's like, here you go, debutants.
Yeah.
Like
he's not playing
he's
this
probably
week, mate. but-
blacklisted for this next sort of, So
Yeah.
he's a hold,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, so for me, the two would be Hines and Tedesco.
Yeah.
And then maybe, one of Farnworth or Iro.
I reckon you're sold on Farnsworth. There's nothing wrong with that. Stay
Yeah.
with him. He's
Yeah.
just because I'm not picking. They're neck and neck for me. They're A1, AB, or whatever the saying is.
I think they're very, very close. I've just got Farnworth. I'm not saying Iro's a bad buy.
you just prefer.
I just prefer Farn. And the other one's Garrick as well. If you don't have him, I'd be getting him this week. For everything that we spoke about Turbo against Parramatta, you could say the same for Garrick. He could score 50 points just in goal kicks. So
Agreed. Do you want to trades? I want to see if we're up to that. What are the people thinking?
What are the
'Cause,
people thinking?
I saw the number 2 on the list and I'm shocked. I saw it early and I almost fell over. I was having a peep when you were scrolling through.
Right. So trades out. Number 1, Dylan Egan.
Obviously.
Gone for the season. He's gone. Karaz,
Yep. All the injured players.
Ponga, he's playing Origin. I can't see a reason to hold him, to be honest. He's playing
He won't
Origin.
back up.
He
No
probably
chance.
Probably not. Even if he does, he probably isn't going to score
I'm
good.
a long-term player at this
Yeah.
club. I don't want to back up. We got Fletcher Sharp.
He'll play 14, then he'll miss 15 with Origin. He probably won't back up 16.
Fuck no, he won't.
17 he'll play.
He won't turn up, but he'll
Then
play.
he'll miss 18. Then he'll miss probably 19. There's a lot of games he's missing for an underperforming player that's hasn't showed much. We all held him for the good draw, and it didn't really pan out. So I think
Fuck the good draw. That's not
you just cut your losses and you just get rid of him. I reckon.
Good draw, bad draw range.
Now that everyone's sold him, he probably does go off. But I think
you watch.
Yeah. But I think Origin is a big thing. Even if Walsh comes back, I still think he finds his way on the bench or something. That they tend to kind of play him as like
Yep.
a 14 pretty much all the time. So, I think he plays all three
He's
games.
playing all three, 100%.
Payne Haas is an interesting one.
People just, I think,
I kind of get it.
the draw.
And let's talk about for a sec what Origin players. Obviously, he's got the Origin players. He's going to play all three. He's going to miss a few weeks. Plus, he's got that little
Calf.
quad niggle. So he's going to play Origin by all reports, but I can't see him backing up.
I don't think the Broncos will want him to back up either. He's a
I can't see him backing up with the concerns around the quad.
Agreed.
And if he does back up, he plays limited minutes. He doesn't play 60 minutes. So
30
he'll play
max.
30, 40 minutes. So
Willison's there.
I get the sell. I probably won't be doing it because I've got more important players that are out for the rest of the season that I'll probably prioritise selling.
Yeah.
But I don't hate the sell. I can get around it.
I might look to sell him next week.
It depends on your trade situation as well. If you've got ample trades, then for sure, trade him out, trade him back in at the end of the season, end of the Origin.
That's my play.
But if you're struggling with trades, then I probably think he's a hold because you want him at the back end. You don't want to leave yourself in a position where you miss out with him for the last 5 rounds. Because that could kill your season. Purdue is an interesting one.
I think this is a retool.
I think he's probably a sell. Obviously moved to 5'8" last week and only got 27. So
it's going to take time.
Yeah, I think he probably doesn't get as many try-scoring opportunities in 5'8".
He'll need 10 games to really...
It would not surprise me, though. They just looked bad, like...
Cows.
Him. Yeah.
But he's long-term. They want him as the 6. Long-term. They've said it in the media.
I think... but
he's our long-term 6.
Yeah,
forever.
but they're winning games with Clifford at 5'8" and Purdue...
Yeah, but Clifford's been shit. That's the issue. Like,
they've been winning with Clifford.
It's Dearden doing all the work. That's the crazy part about their halves.
But that combination works. Like, with Clifford and Dearden, it worked. They're winning, and then as soon as they changed it, they lost. So
I bet you they wish they still had Townsend.
Yeah.
I'm not even taking the piss. Like, just a bloke that will come in, give the ball to Dearden, and get out the way.
I don't know. Robert Toyer.
Origin.
Look, playing Origin, but we spoke about it before. -19 break even. There's no guarantee he plays 2 or 3. I'd say odds are he doesn't.
Yep.
So I would be holding him at least for another week just to see what happens in Origin. If he plays Origin, he kills it. Then sure. Next week you can look at selling him, but I'd be holding him this week.
Yep.
Nat White, he's gone for a while, so he can sell. Matty Nicholson, he's gone for a long time, so sell.
Fermor will be out. But he will back up. There is no doubt in my mind.
But with the Origin, I would be happy to sell him. I think he's made a fair bit of money. His break even's probably pretty high, 116. He's one that may play limited minutes on the backup as well.
Yep.
He might not play the full 80 on the edge. So, and Nathan Cleary, I don't know if I'd be selling him this week. I think last week was the week to sell him if you were going to.
He's staying put, dude.
Hold him for this week, and then he's got it.
I'm assuming that's the Hines.
Yes.
If anything.
It would be.
But I have both, so I don't have that issue.
Yeah.
So
would you sell him to Hines if he's your only way?
No. Only way, yeah.
Yeah.
If you word it like that, only way, yeah.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't my only way, no.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
But if it is your only way, it makes a lot of sense now that I really think about it.
Yeah.
Traded in.
Trades
Here
in.
we go, you get it.
Okay. Fanua Blake, number 1.
Fair.
I can see around it. Yeah.
Fair. Haas, I'm guessing.
We spoke about him and
It's going to be Haas, for sure.
Yeah, Haas to him is probably a pretty popular trade. So, I think so. Tedesco, look, I think as we spoke about, he's probably the biggest must-have this week, along with Hines. So if you don't have him, you got to get him in. Hosking.
Fair. Again.
Fair if you didn't get him last week.
Super consistent.
He looks very good on that edge.
Reliable.
Didn't play 80 minutes though, which I found not surprising, but I thought he would. But I think he only played 65.
Mariota.
69 minutes. So, I don't know. I'd like to see him play 80.
I think it's only because of his second week back. Possibly.
Maybe.
Ricky does like looking after the boys.
He does.
So.
And they were up pretty comfortably, weren't they? So
once in 60th minute, they'd won the game.
Herbie.
The GOAT.
Yeah, look, I think he's
Herbalicious.
pretty good.
Shout out Georgia.
Xavier Savage is an interesting one.
That was the one I was highlighting.
Yeah.
He scores a hat trick.
Have you still got him?
No.
No.
Sold him.
You started
ages ago.
with him.
I think he got up to 430 at one point, maybe.
Started at 430, then got up to 480.
I think I sold him at 480.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't done much lately, but then all of a sudden scored a hat trick, 124. People jumping on.
People are just
He's
short-minded.
He's a good price if you're looking for a real downgrade option. I kind of get it as a short-term play, negative 27 break even, covers the buy, covers 13, and then you probably want to sell him for around 14. So
Yep.
for a little 2-week play, if that's the way you're going for, I get it. If you're getting him as like a keeper for the center wing, then I don't get it at all. If you're getting him, if you're seeing him as a long-term option, I think you better.
I don't think it will be.
I think you should rethink that one. But if you're getting it as a 2-week play and you've got the trades to trade him out,
do it.
I can get the logic there.
KL. They haven't changed his name yet, the Dogs.
No, still KL. So I wouldn't.
Supercoach. Bastards.
I wouldn't talk anyone out of KL. Iro, to be honest, I think he's, for everything that we spoke about, he's a great option.
Yep. Awesome.
I just would have Herbie slightly in front of him, but
There's nothing wrong with that.
but in saying that, Iro is a bit more of a pod, so
it's a personal preference.
that.
It's seriously just personal preference.
I just can't see him doing it again.
Mate, it's all right. It's not picky, mate. I'm not offended. He's just a strike.
It's the gambler in me, and I just.
Mate,
he scored every game.
You would have made a fuckload of money.
He's just fucking. He's due. He's due to not score.
Who would have thought you would have said that a bit of left centre? He's due not to score.
The only thing is, I know it's going to happen. I'm going to trade him in, and he's not going to score, and I don't want to be part of that.
And now this week you're going to watch him run over for 2.
Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah. Anyway, Sam Rani. They're liking what you're putting down.
The pod pick, I'm telling you. Long season.
We spoke about him enough.
He's guaranteed going
to. I just question his job security. That's the only thing. So, if we had Jason Riles come out tomorrow and he says,
I want this man.
I want him. He's going to be starting in my second row when Lomax is back.
I think he will, dude.
Jump on him.
I think he will.
I just don't know if he will.
That left edge, he looks good. Bro.
He does. He does.
Looks excellent.
He does.
He doesn't miss tackles.
They've been playing literally fucking anyone else over him. I don't know why. I don't know why.
He's got a big nose, dude. If his nose gets through, it's a try. He's got the world's biggest fuck. Have you seen that cunt's nose? Have a look, bro.
I've seen it.
It's huge. Makes Denon Kemp look small.
Tom Trbojevic, number 8. People are going him.
Yep.
People are liking him.
They're risking. They're giving up their own hamstrings.
They're risking.
I like it.
Tarpany, yep.
Yep.
And Aaron Clark, we spoke about them as well.
10?
So
no,
yeah.
I get it.
He probably should be higher, to be honest. I think a lot of people just look at his price. He's 685k.
Don't tell them, dude. They get scared of the big numbers.
Shh. But yeah, 685k, and people were thinking, well, he was 300k before. I don't want to spend that much. So, which I get, but sometimes you just got to put your.
He's like a used car that's appreciated over the years, dude. Fuck, he's been good.
It's like during COVID times where like everything went up in value. You're like,
Hot take. This is what Randall would be if he wasn't playing for the Titans. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
If he made a mid-season move to anyone in the NRL, he's in my side. But because the Titans have so many fucking middles, it's the one position they have so many of.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish Randall was playing for the Knights again. Holy shit.
Let's talk on captains because it's a big week for captains.
Just ice turbo, I reckon. If you're going to bring him in, just fucking.
I probably will vice captain him. I probably will vice captain him. Most probably Teddy is the most popular one, which kind of makes sense as we spoke about. He's one of the must-haves.
Can you just scroll down for me, touch?
Nico Hines, I'll get there. Go there. Nico Hines, 25. Vanilla Blake. Payne Haas is an interesting captaincy choice this week.
I wonder why.
I think that's people that haven't updated their teams. Drink water 44.6%.
That's
teams of
no
captains.
one's looked at their sides after last week.
There you go. So vice captaincy, Garrick, Herbie, Tom Trbojevic is up there. For my team, I am looking at vice captain Turbo. And then Captain Hines, I think, is the way I'm going to go. I'm going to go Hines over Teddy. just think Hines could go huge this game. I think this is the way he's played the last couple of weeks. He looks so good.
Yep.
He's goal kicking, and goal kicking well. He's striking beautifully, and
I've narrowed it down to 3.
I think he's in for a big one. Garrick as well as a vice captain is a shout. But yeah, if I'm bringing in Turbo, I think I'm just going to full send it.
Yeah, I like it. I've narrowed it down to 3.
If you're after something real safe, I'm not, but some people are, and that's okay. You could go an Aaron Clark as a captain, 70 in base, not bad. A Tarpany.
You're not going to like my pick then.
But go interesting, I reckon. Buy round's your chance to really make up some
safe,
especially in a buy round. Just I reckon you're full opportunities here to make up some ground. What are you doing?
Would you like to hear?
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Scroll down for me just so I can see the teams and the dates. Okay, number 1, Herbie.
Yep.
Against the Dogs,
Yep.
depleted Dogs, not
Yep.
because of injuries. Origin.
What side's he running at?
He is running at Wilson's side. New combination. Okay, that's my first. And that's not even the juiciest one yet.
Okay.
Teddy is my second.
Yep.
I see this as a risk this week, only because they have no one else.
Yep.
He's going to be trying shit.
He's going
to be trying everything.
He's going to take 40 runs.
Legit. He's just going to be offloading. He's going to be bumping.
Yep.
2 runs a set. But my third and final pick. Oh, actually, Tamale.
Tamale.
Hello, Mr. Tamale.
Against the Warriors at home.
Yep. And you know I like to operate in risky as fucking possible. So
there's risky and there's dangerous. That's
Carras's captain. I did it. Paid off. No one had him. I was what?
You're gonna need to sign a waiver.
I'll do it
before doing that.
But yeah, it's Tamale.
Tamale.
It would be Teddy, Hero, or Herbie.
See, I liked Tamale last week, and you didn't like it.
No.
Against the Titans, but you like it against the.
I like it against the Warriors.
You like it against the Warriors at home.
I love it against the Warriors. This is a Ricky
Why?
fucking. This is a Ricky. Hey, mate, exactly why? So those are my 3/4. Hero would be the 4th option, just because Roosters have 400 changes, and Hero.
I do like Hero this week actually. Like as much as I kind of said that I'd rather Herbie, I think Hero outscores him this week on that edge.
Just because Hines at the moment, him and Hines.
Well, he's on the
left.
On the left, which is Dom Young and Marky Mark,
yes,
which are not known great defenders.
They both can't catch the ball either.
They can't catch. They can't defend.
Who's normally the one waiting for the ball once it drops? Hero.
Yeah, he could.
Mulatalo's the one going up. Billy Bird's the one going up.
Yeah.
Hero's the one waiting. It's a smart tactic by the Sharks.
Yeah.
Loose ball, Hero. So
Hero could go big.
Can I be very honest with you? It's probably more Teddy, Hero, or Tamale.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest with you.
I prefer. I think this week. Just thinking about that, I didn't consider that. But Hero this week I think will outscore Herbie. I like Herbie long term, but I think looking at a pure weekly thing, if you've got both of them, I would feel more confident. I think putting something on Hero rather than Herbie.
Because how the Sharks attack bombs is.
Yeah.
Burns is told to get up there. Mulatalo is told to get up there. And Hero is, you can see it. He literally gets told to fucking sit there and wait.
The only thing is with Hines taking more control, does he get as much ball?
Hero, he gets heaps of ball with Hines. Hines is just playing both sides at the moment, bro.
Yeah.
He's just... Tricky's just told to get fucked.
Just stand there, mate.
Legit. When there's an eyes up opportunity, the ball goes straight to him.
Yeah.
But when it comes to structure, he's get out of the way. It helps that Brayley, his decision making has gotten a lot better this season compared to last. He's quick. His ball's out to Hero, first receiver, insanity. Like it's good. Middle of the field, cuts out 3 people straight on the chest, and then Hero step, boom.
So what are you going to do? You're going to
It's either going to be KL or Tamale.
right. So vice captain Hero into Tamale captain.
Yep. Or then Herbie vice captain if I don't go Tamale.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's one of those 3.
Nice.
I like Teddy, but I feel like he's going to try too much, and it might backfire.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I want to go risky. I'm not changing who I am. I'm going risky every fucking week.
I don't know about Tamale though.
You'll see.
Okay.
when he has 4 tries, 280 metres, 160 post contact.
It's the Warriors.
He's put up the record.
Warriors are good at home.
I know they're good at home. I'm not doubting that. But Tamale can score some tries. Tamale's a warrior.
He's a Raider.
He's a warrior. He's a young Kiwi man.
I'm shocked by that. Actually, that's
who I am.
I know you do some.
That's what I want.
I know you do
That's
some.
what I want.
I know you do some wild things, but I just.
If you literally went, oh sweet, I would have been offended. Oh shit, I need to change my captain.
Yeah. Anyway, let's look at our league very quickly, and then we
top
will
10, baby.
head off. I've absolutely rocketing up the ranks. I'm into the top 40, 39 I am.
Woo. Bro, look at our league ranking, by the way.
Doing all right, 65, yeah.
That's crazy, no?
Strong.
Look at these two at the top. Top 300,
Yeah.
top 400.
Yeah. So shout out to Ben, who had a decent score, 12-18, and so he's gone up to first
Scored the most this week.
out of anyone.
Yep.
Did you?
Think so. Well, I did before
You
the
did.
other.
You did. There you
Get
go.
over your dogs.
I came third. There we go.
Tiger Rush. Murray.
There we go.
Muzza.
Stop the count.
Where's our boy?
Geez, I've got some catching up to do on you, don't I? There's 300 points there.
Where's our boy, dude? Melvy, where are you?
Where's Mal?
Dude.
He had a good week a couple of weeks ago.
Poor Mel. He's out of the top 20.
Mal. We'll go overall. So you're 12th overall in our league.
Woo. Dude, Rax, he's up. He's sneaking.
He's sneaking.
This is where Rax normally does his best work too.
Your internet's shit, so I can't see any more than the
Sorry,
top 20.
guys,
so,
internet. Yep, sorry. I still feel like you signed up to the main internet. But anyways.
I probably have.
Yeah, you are. There you go.
There we go. There's me, 39.
You're dead to the halfway.
There's Mal, 29. So he's got me covered.
Love you, Mel.
Yeah.
What's Mel's real name? Brett.
Brett.
Love you, Brett. I want to give you some credibility. Love you, Brett.
So there you go.
That's it. I love him.
That's our league. Just a reminder, if you win a jersey.
Jersey of your choice that we can source, because do not give us like the Broncos mental health jersey 8 months after it's released, because that will be very hard to obtain.
Yeah, 1998 limited edition.
We will try. Like we did. We tried for Georgia. We got the old Magpies jersey. Shout out to Rax.
But also if it's not like ridiculously priced either, like we're not spending
like
fucking
180 to $200.
Yeah.
That's fair, I think. But fucking,
I'm not spending fucking $500 on jersey.
You think you're getting a Paul Gallen Morn edition fucking Origin jersey? You're kidding.
Player signed.
Player photo, credibility.
Grand final jersey.
There's blood on the side.
Yeah.
Michael Ennis's headgear. Oh wait.
But you gotta be watching. You gotta. What do they got to do? Do they got to do
You got to
anything?
follow us.
You got to follow us
on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and
subscribe. Do the subscriptions.
Yeah, subscribe.
That's the main thing. I
What
think.
do they do? They point. Oh, it's
Point
down.
somewhere.
They
Just
point somewhere.
do a thing.
Do something. Click a bell.
Yeah.
Whatever they fucking.
But if you're still watching and you come this far, do we have any questions this week?
No one replied to us. They hated it.
That's
They
sad.
all asked me. I just probably should write them down as they're asking me, like privately. So I'm going to do that from now on.
Well, fair enough too. There's no point asking me. I'm ranked 17,000.
No, don't be like that. Hey,
Yes.
guys, he
Right.
finished top 200 like 2 years ago. He's just having a bad 11 rounds. The comeback's on.
It's yeah. I'm finding my feet.
Finding your front. And as always, thanks for watching.
Yes.
Go the Eels.
Yes, but no, if you do have any questions, let us know down below in the comment section. We will get back to you.
Yeah, do it. Stop hitting me up.
Yeah.
Actually, hit me up. I like it.
I mean, he's got better advice than me, probably.
No, not really. It's just send it. It's just
Send it.
They all look at me going, "You kidding?" I'm like, "Nope."
Captain Tamale.
Yeah, Captain Tamale. There's our caption.
There you go. But yeah, that's it.
My hand hurts. Shout out Zach.
On that note,
Goodbye.
goodbye.